Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Destructive News Network news, no matter how destructive. And we have a national story that's been all over the internet, all over Twitter. People are talking about it. I've had family members bring it up. Starbucks is closing restaurants. And it's not, because Starbucks is doing bad and the recession's hit and their numbers are down and they just got to close stores. They're closing stores for the very thing and people that they encouraged years ago when they were tweeting pro-Black Lives Matter, tweeting that Black people have to worry about the police gunning them down and other fictitious nonsense that just wasn't true. Are now being forced to close stores for the very politicians that they've been funding and supporting for the last handful of years. It's an amazing thing when the cows come home. Let's take a look at the video and see what they're talking about.
A dozen Starbucks locations across the nation are set to close down, including a popular store in Center City, Philadelphia.
Now, why in the world would they close a store in Philadelphia? One of the 16. There's so many Starbuckses. What is so special about these 16 stores that they're closing? And the video leaked of the CEO talking about there were going to be more stores closing.
The company's CEO says the closures are happening to keep the Starbucks store safe and welcoming. Our Jeff Cole joins us live now. And Jeff, this Philly location is just one of two on the East Coast.
Yeah, most of them are out.
Of all the cities in America, Philadelphia is one of the two on the East Coast that are closing.
West on. Look, Starbucks says this is a heck of a lot less about coffee, almost nothing about coffee, more about safety, more about racism, the company says, more about drug abuse, the company says, more about a lack of health care in America. The company says it leads to problems, and they end up inside some of its stores. The Starbucks at 10th and Chestnut offers what the doctors in training at Jefferson University Hospital call their life juice.
Coming here in the morning and at lunch. We're pretty addicted to coffee, as you can imagine.
A cold drink on a hot day or a cup of joe for a jolt, but not for long.
A little sad's an understatement. I would say devastated. I am new to Jefferson, and the Starbucks quickly became my afternoon pick-me-up.
The Seattle-based coffee behemoth says the 10th and Chestnut store will be one of 16. It will shutter across the country, citing safety concerns for its workers. Along with Philly, a Washington, D.C. outlet will close. The remainder are out west. This coffee drinker, who refused to give her name, is not surprised.
I'm not going to follow someone who's living on the street with dirty blankets and dirty bags in to get a cup of coffee. I don't.
Interesting. Dirty hands, dirty bags, walking into a Starbucks. When I go to Starbucks is a great experience. It's clean, very welcoming people from my community. There's no drama. There's no problems. But when I visit these liberal cities run by Democrats, a lot of these cities, like Philadelphia, that has a new age DA controlling the law, where they're just letting people out of jail, career criminals, come on out. Those cities have Starbucks stores that are less than pleasing and are closing. It's weird.
I don't need a cup of coffee that bad.
A Starbucks employee who asked not to appear on camera says the homeless and drug addicted living in the area enter the store, sometimes threatening staff and stealing. Those concerns are echoed by a supervisor at the Aubon Payne directly across the street. Have you ever felt threatened? Or
yes, I had to go across the street because the employees of Starbucks are so afraid to speak on what is happening to them. They'll be fired.
I have been threatened here. A guy was just in here the other day with a knife, and another guy maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a month, came in here with a weapon, and he threatened my coworker.
Came in with a weapon. I wonder what kind of weapon that was, because he did mention a knife. What kind of weapon did he have? I'm going to go ahead and guess he had a firearm.
Starbucks says all of its multiple locations across Philadelphia will remain open. And while the mayor says he's surprised,
I'm not aware of.
He's surprised? The mayor of Philadelphia, the guy who said only the police should have weapons, the guy who said he can't wait to not be mayor of Philadelphia anymore in a viral video that we have in our shorts. Go ahead and hit that like, hit that share, subscribe, and check out the shorts. We've got some interesting stuff in there. Is saying he's shocked.
Any complaints that they were bringing forth to the city? I'm just surprised that they did it without saying anything to anybody.
Because they were a part of the plan to transform these cities into crime zones, essentially. They funded a lot of politicians and pushed the narrative on their social media, their pages on Twitter. Black Lives Matter fist, riot, rage and riot, burn down the city. They were with it. Now they're closing down in the city.
A longtime city marketer is not.
Cities across America, especially in Philadelphia, need to clean things up.
Oh, what do you they need to clean things up, huh? Very weird.
So important stakeholders like Starbucks don't continue to leave.
While Victoria Murrow will miss her massive drink.
Am I going to drink it or dive into it? I've had people ask me.
Yeah. Oh, 2,000 calories in a drink. That seems like a good idea.
That's a pretty good question. That coffee was almost bigger than she is. July 31st is the closing date at this Starbucks right in front of me. Starbucks says this has nothing to do with efforts to unionize some of its workers in some of its stores. 10th and Chestnut is not unionized. Live here, 10th and Chestnut at the Starbucks. Jeff Cole, Fox 29.
Bye-bye Starbucks in Center City, Philadelphia. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning, and it's not going to stop with Starbucks Corporation. Many brands across the nation in these cities, and pay attention to the cities. Who's running these cities? We cover Philadelphia enough. I don't need to do a profile on Philadelphia. If you're not familiar with my content, check my page. We cover vampire crimes, Sun Man, Sun People, Sun Children. Got more stories. Philadelphia coming up. Hit that subscribe button, please. Let's take a look and see what the people on YouTube are talking about in the comment section. Good luck, Philly residents. It ain't getting better anytime soon. Absolutely. Safety issues. Translations, wrong. Wrong. That's not even a unionized store. When deterrents to criminal behavior and proactive police tactics are disabled, like the dynamic duo of Kinney and Krasner have done, this is what you get. Residents and businesses are leaving because they are not safe. Plain and simple. This guy talking about unionizing efforts, you're a clown. Don't know what's going on. He's got a Philadelphia Phillies. This guy's clueless. He doesn't know what's going on. Let's see. Good. Philly residents need to know why this is happening. Absolutely. That's why I report on Philly. I report on other cities. I started talking about Houston. We're going to keep expanding. We're going to keep looking at sources, official sources of these crime wave that's happening across liberal cities in America. And we're going to keep talking about it. We're going to keep reporting on it. They tore down Rizzo's statue. That should have created a utopia. I don't understand. Tearing down statue of that white racist was a no-brainer. No other Philadelphia mayor has a statue, but they decided to give one of the worst mayors in the history of the city. Rizzo is far from the worst mayor of Philadelphia history. The guy that's in office now, to me, is the worst. Yeah, I was going to say, whatever that dude did, I don't know anything about Rizzo, but the guy that's in there now, the guy that literally went on national television and said he can't wait until he's not the mayor anymore, that guy's pretty bad. Maybe the city should take notes to what the people are saying. Why would they do that? This is a plan. This is an Obama organization plan that is happening all across America in liberal cities. This isn't just something that just happened and no one knows why. This is an orchestrated plan that was thought out, well funded, and implemented across the country simultaneously. Awesome. I will open a coffee shop there and I will keep riffraff out. You don't buy, we say buy. That's not how that works. Good luck. You're going to be fighting bums all day. You will be plagued with the same problems. But hey, it's your money. Funny joke. Exactly. Starbucks is too bougie for the blue collar town like Philly anyway. Okay, it's just Starbucks, bro. Relax. Will liberals be able to connect the dots and figure out why these are closing? Methinks not. No, I don't think so either. Keep voting Democrat. LOL. Someone wants Dookie. I think it's a political play. They are afraid of all the union. Again, another idiot. This has nothing to do with unions. The store they're closing isn't even a unionizing store. So they're going to keep open unionizing stores, but close ones that aren't unionizing. That doesn't even make any sense. But again, like the guy said, I wonder if liberals will connect the dots. Looks like they're not. They're freaking stupid. Their policies, the lax crime deterrent, that's the problem. People have no repercussions for aggravated robberies, for rapes, for murders. A lot of these cities have a 10% murder resolution rate. You literally can get away with murder in these cities. That's why these companies are leaving. Starbucks sucks. Yeah, sure they do. Too much sugar and old dairy water causes inflammation and diarrhea. Yeah, but it brings the bucks in, doesn't it? Oh gosh, spam. But that looks like it. Not much going on in the comments section, but yeah, what do you think? Do you believe we're all just imagining this stuff and Starbucks and all these other companies are pulling out of these liberal crime-infested cities because of unionization efforts? Because that's never happened. This is the first time Starbucks has dealt with unionizing. And now all of a sudden, after all these years, they're finally closing stores that aren't unionized. It's like what the reach here is crazy. Let me know in the comment section. Hit the like, hit the share. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.